Greetings, all of you Twilight fans. I know that this has been a very big week for us because we finally get the trailer. The trailer is out. The trailer is out. The official trailer, not the teasers, the official trailer. Okay, the best 2 minutes of my life. I just sat there with my jaw like, oh, unbelievable. Blows the other two teaser trailers right out of the water. I cannot wait for November 21st. So excited. Just amazing. Like, the music, unbelievable. The shots of Portland and Washington, I don't know about you, but I am totally sold and I'm hopping on a plane and going there because I didn't know that that part of the West Coast was that beautiful. Like, they should just use that as, like, their advertising, saying, like, come to Portland, come to Forks, Washington, because this is what it looks like, and maybe you'll see vampires. I don't know, but either way, I'm sold. Okay, so the trailer opens up with Forks High School, and it's a typical day, you know, we see Bella getting her stuff, going to her truck and everything, and then we see the mysterious Edward off to the side. But the best part wasn't Edward by the Volvo. Oh no. The best part was we finally got to see Alice and Jasper. Finally! We've been waiting. So that in itself was great because we saw more of the Cullens. And then Taylor comes along. I don't know about you, but that boy should not have been given a license. I mean, who said to him, like, gee, you're fine to drive? Because clearly he's not. If he's going to go and almost kill someone in a parking lot. Like, thankfully, Edward was there to save Bella, because if not, it would have been like, smack. Oh, sorry, another dead body. I don't know, maybe Taylor wasn't listening during that part of the lecture or something. Do not hit pedestrians while you're driving. So, yeah, and I love how, like, he rolls his window down going like, oh my god, I almost hit someone. Jeez, are you okay? You're lucky that she's okay. So, yeah, so that part in itself was very good because we finally saw how Edward saved Bella. On the other hand, we also saw how Taylor is a reckless driver. Maybe he should have taken a defensive driving course. It would have saved a lot of time and money. Then the next part of the trailer is we see Edward's superpowers. He's ripping off branches and running through the forest and stuff, and we overhear Bella telling all of her theories as to how she thinks, you know, he's Spider-Man or Superman or something, and we see Edward climbing through the trees like a little spider monkey, you know. And it's the type of thing where, wow, like, you sit there and you go, geez, I didn't think Edward was, like, that talented. I don't know if you noticed, but the whole apple scene, okay, how many people were freaking out over the apple scene? From the book, if anyone has seen the book cover of Twilight, it's an apple with two hands. And in the trailer, we see Bella dropping an apple, and yet somehow Edward becomes this mysterious magician where, like, the apple rolls up, and it's magically in his hands. Like, here, take me. So that part of the trailer was amazing. I got chills over that part. And we see Edward looking so, like, suave and everything with the glasses, and Bella's by his side, and they're like, oh, we're so cool, and Bella's like, yeah, I got this man, and Edward's like, yeah, I'm with my girl. And then you notice that everyone in Forks, all the Forks students, are looking at them like, ooh, but they're not looking at them because they're, you know, afraid. They're looking at them going, how did Edward Cullen get Bella Swan? Wow, Edward actually is dating someone. Because you know that Mike Newton is sitting there going like, geez, what does he have that I don't have? Let's see. Super strength, super speed, hamster with an apple, a vampire, lives forever. I don't know, Mike. What could it be? I don't know. Maybe it was the Ray-Bans, the wafers, the glasses. I think that could have been it. I think that's how he got her or something. Then the next scene, Edward really puts on the moves. Wow. Just want to try one thing. I don't know about that one, because that kiss, that kiss, wow. But you know, like, the whole time in Edward's mind, he's like, oh god, I want to kill her, and then he's like, but no, I love her. And then he's like, yes, kill her. No, no. And meanwhile, Bella's just like, I don't care what you do to me. Just like, if you kiss me like that, damn. So yeah, and then we have the beautiful, pretty, like, little prom scene in there, and they're all beautiful and dancing under the starlight and stuff. And then we see Charlie and the sheriff cop car pulling up and everything, and this is when we get into the good horror aspect of the trailer, because Charlie says how there are murders, and then in the trailer enters James, or rather jumps in James, and you're kind of like, wow, not expecting that. Okay, first of all, he's shirtless and he's like, oh, I'm here, look at me. I don't know about you, but doesn't it get cold in Forks? Yeah, so I don't know, but then again, he's a vampire, so I guess, like, he's cold all the time, so I guess it doesn't bother him. I guess he goes around all day like that, you know, running around shirtless and stuff and killing people, and I guess that's part of, like, the sport or game for him. I don't know. And then we see the magic of Laurent, Victoria, and James floating in the woods, just floating, having a great time, saying, yeah, I'm looking for people to kill, I don't care. And then we see the Cullens having their baseball game in the thunderstorm, which was great. And then we see James come in and saying, like, he smells something, and he's, like, smelling around and stuff, and we see that Bella's there, and he's like, ooh, she's hot, I want to eat her. And, you know, Edward's like, no, so, like, he jumps in, but it's Esme. We finally see Esme, which is wonderful, because I was beginning to worry. I was like, okay, we've seen Carlisle, we've seen some of the Cullens, but where's Esme? So she's like, oh no, you cannot take my, you know, son's girlfriend, I will not let you, and stuff. And then we see, like, the scenes of Edward and them in the Jeep going through the forest, and I don't know about you, but that Jeep better have some, like, good traction, because they're going through that forest pretty fast. I don't know if Emmett would be too happy. You know, like, he probably was like, Edward, I'm not letting you use my car, because the last time you did, you nearly totaled it, you know, when you were driving through the forest, because you drive way too fast, and the tires can't take it, and I had, like, a couple of branches in it. So, you know, you wonder, like, how Edward got the Jeep, or they were just in such, like, a hurry that Edward's like, you know, Emmett, I need your Jeep now, and he was just like, okay, fine, but try not to get it scratched, and just handed him the keys. So yeah, so that was kind of cool that we saw the Jeep and everything, you know, going through the forest and then driving through the streets and everything, and Bella's all panicking, like, oh my god, what's going on, and things are jumping on the car, and I hear noises and everything, and Edward's like, you know, well, calm down, but just so you know, James won't stop until you're dead, so try not to, like, you know, panic too much, even though you have a blood-sucking vampire, you know, on your back. We see the ballet studio, and James and Edward are kind of having, like, an all-out fight, and just when all hope is gone, we see Alice, Jasper, and Emmett, we see them jump in, but do you notice, it's kind of like a Matrix thing. They're like, whoa, you know, like jumping in to save the day. So that part of the trailer, I have to say, was another highlight, because I was like, yes, the Cullens are in action. If you're into vampires, if you're into romance, if you're into horror, this is going to be an amazing movie. Just from that 2-minute trailer, it's going to be amazing. Open and I keep bleeding, keep